What's the deal, y'all? We back again with another episode. Let's get into the meditation. You already know if you would not like to do this meditation with us, you could just skip ahead, but I prefer you do it. It's healthy. It's healthy for you. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Set timer for 3 minutes.
3 minutes, counting down.
Okay, so it's 7:55 on the clock, as y'all can see. I think that happened last time when I was recording or something. But anyways, y'all, so today's episode will be shining light on inner child. Yeah! Inner child, inner child, inner child, inner child, inner child. So, I don't know if y'all heard the term before. If you have, if you didn't, you know what I'm saying? Probably have. But to piggyback off of the last episode, when I was speaking on trauma, right? So with trauma, and I was speaking on childhood trauma, right? Inner child, same difference, right? But quite a little different, right? So with childhood trauma, it's more so like with things that you carry with you, you know, that's dragging you down. Like, for example, say, like, just as an adult, you will see somebody and just say you just witness this scenario, right? You just see a daughter and a mother, right, talking or whatever, and maybe they had a couple drinks and all that stuff, and then somehow they get on a conversation of the past and all that stuff, and then they end up saying, well, yeah, well, if you would have, the daughter says this to the mother, right? If you would have did blah, 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 then maybe blah, 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 right? that is showing childhood trauma, because that is something that you haven't let go. You still like haven't forgiven them for whatever. It could be little, it could be big. Simply just like having some excuse me, having a mother or father that couldn't be there because they had to take care of the bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just never know what the parent was going through. So that's why you really should never be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. You know, now we all make our choices and everything. I'm not saying that every choice that the adult makes is correct, you know, because they had to grow up in a world like we did. They had to learn like we did. They had to figure out the world like we did. So, childhood trauma, I would say like relax on your parents. If you do feel like this type of feeling towards them about your childhood, that is childhood trauma, right? That's the dark side of your inner child, right? Okay, so now that I got that out the way, we're gonna speak on our inner child and why it's so important, right? Because you gotta think about back in the day when you were a child. You had no worries, you feel me? You was just enjoying life. So you gotta think back and be like, what were the things that I was doing as a child that made me happy and made me feel so bubbly inside, actually was fulfilling, and nothing like materialistic or anything of that sort. You know what I'm saying? Like, just something that's inner happiness for real, and that's your inner child, right? It's important to carry that inner child with you because because your inner child carries your dreams, your hobbies, like, if I'm missing something, I don't know, but like something within those lines, right? So when you get older, you don't want to forget those things. You don't want to forget that childhood energy because it's needed. Because childhood energy is like happiness for real. You gotta think about it. Like, a baby is always happy. What does a baby? It's pure, 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 pure-hearted energy. Like, so you gotta carry that with you. Like how you see, like, for another example, if we use segregation or something, you may see like the child of another race interacting with another race because like they don't care about the color of your skin and all, you know, just like thinking of that mindset, thinking of a child, like they're innocent, there you go, innocence, that childlike innocence energy, there you go, right? So you want to carry that with you. And you want to be able to have that because when it comes to your dreams and your goals and your expectations and the things that you used to do really like lead you to the things that you want to do later on in your adult life. Like, you know what it is. So it's important for you to carry that with you and remember those childhood happiness moments so you can carry it within your adulthood. You feel me? Okay? Like, for real though. But at the end of the day, if you don't carry it, because a lot of adults grow up and they just become adults. Like, it's nothing wrong with that. But in the same sense, like, it is valuable to have that part of you. You feel what I'm saying? And then, like, even if you don't, like, when you get kids, they gonna bring it back up out of you. And if they don't, then I don't know. You just like, you stuck in a rut. You feel me? Because I don't really think anybody wants to be like so like 24/7. You know, you want to have some laughs, some jokes, some humor, and that's where that childlike energy comes. You feel me? Huh. your imagination, you know. Ooh, okay. So like with that childlike energy, right? It's like creativeness as well. I'm adding on to when I was saying like innocence, creativeness, happiness, like that's childlike energy. So what I was about to say was that helps with imagination, right? So with imagination, like imagination is sort of kind of like manifesting, if you would say, in a way, manifest, bro. So like you need that in order to manifest things in your life. If we're talking in a spiritual aspect, you get what I'm saying? So if you don't have that, then you don't have like that faith, that belief. Like it all leads up to, you feel me? What I'm saying? So starting from the inner child to your dream to that imagination to like, okay, I can do this, to believing, to having that faith, like that sprouts from that inner child. Because as a child, you like, I can do anything. I really like, that was my main thing I said as a child. Like you like every single day, like if a motherfucker asks, if somebody asks me how am I able to do the things that I'm able to do, the thing I would say I can do anything I put my mind to. Like literally, and that's just how it was. Like, so as a child, you have that mentality to be like, okay, I can do anything I put my mind to. And what the child do? They go do it. You go tell a child they can't, I don't know, some children are a little scary, but you go tell a child they can't, like kids do the craziest stuff. Like, come on, they don't be thinking, like they just do it. They jump off the porch and go. So you need that type of energy. And that's it. I'm gonna wrap it up with that because that led to what it led to perfectly. So make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you come back because I will be here. Peace.